the whole freaking time. Yay! I was talking to myself the whole time. Hello, Panormania, how you doing? So the ramble I'll have to completely redo now. Essentially involves SimTown. That's embarrassing. Essentially what was explaining was this virtual machine is a Windows XP virtual machine that's got a custom modded version of Windows XP on it that completely, it's literally bare bones that I had to completely reinstall some stuff onto. So it's a sort of a Frankenstein of Windows 2000, Windows 95, including sounds and stuff to get it to actually work. And this version of the Luna theme is actually from the development of Windows XP. It's not actually the final version. You'll notice the slight differences, and there's also sound effects from Windows 95 and the logon sound effect from Windows 2000. And I was just trying to explain with the game. This game comes in two flavors. Essentially, the game is a sort of a kiddie version of SimCity that was released in 1994 and 1995. There are some features in this that do kind of like echo later games, especially The Sims. This game predates The Sims 1 by at least 5 years. The Sims 1 came out in 2000. This came out in 1994 and 95. There are aspects of The Sims 1 in this, like being able to interact with the Sims, being able to visit their homes. You can't do things in the houses, and they're pre-built, but you can interact with the Sims and see what they're doing in their houses, which is interesting. And it is funny because there was actually a game planned later on called SimVille, which was supposed to be a sort of a cross bridge between SimCity and The Sims. You could actually go into people's houses, build things for them, build houses, I assume, do that sort of thing. It was cancelled, but aspects of that later made it into SimCity 4. So there's a lot of DNA from SimTown in later installments of this game, or of most of Maxis content, Sims Media. So it's interesting to take a look at this. So I'm going to be exploring this, and my goal for this stream is essentially to build a town which is, equal. Is an equilibrium. I can speak English, and get it working, get it functional, that sort of thing. Because I've learned a bunch of things from this. The last stream on this channel where I tried to get this up and running, it failed, and that's because a few different things were happening. I didn't have the certain file installed in a specific location. This is the Windows 3.1 version. There's two versions. The 95 version, I don't really recommend installing that. It's a little bit of a bummer. It plays around with changing files and such on the system. It's better to have the Windows 3.1 system, but what that does is it installs one of the main files for the game in the wrong folder. It installs it into the system folder, not the System92 folder, so you have to manually copy that over. Once it's all done and working, it's up and running. And fun fact for you, Panormania, you can run this game. I did actually mention this before finding out I was muted. You can actually run this game under Windows 10. You can't run the installer without running it through compatibility mode, I don't think. But the game can also be played live from the CD, so you can actually just go out and play it, and it does run. It runs quite well. So I don't actually need the virtual machine for this. The only reason the virtual machine is active the way it is because I've actually installed the game onto the hard drive and onto the virtual hard drive to get the game to actually run. That being said, enough flaffle aside, we're going to get on and play with it. Another thing I did miss out in pointing out was there is an issue, which I don't know if this is how it's able to work fine in Windows 10, but there is an issue. One of the main issues for getting it to run in modern Windows installations is you need to have the paging file set to either low or disable it. But there's something that happens with the paging file that just doesn't seem to make it work too well. But I'm going to start a new town. So Panormania, suggest me a name for the town, and I will run the town with that name. Anything you like. As if you're still here, that is. No, no cape, no takers. No. Thinking. She is thinking. No, so what do you think of my little setup right here? Does it look good? Do you think? Just going to rock back in the chair while the big pander is thinking the think. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is officially my first couple of videos back on this channel because I've not been working on it for the past few months. But that's about to change. I do have reinstalled the games I was planning to play on this channel, and I happened to back up the save, so I should hopefully be able to continue life stories, castaway stories, and my Sims. Pet stories might have to be done from scratch. I don't know about that. That's going to be a bummer. But just going to wait for you to process your think for the name for the town, and then we can roll it based on that. What I can also do in the background, actually, I could either run the game's background music, which could get a little bit annoying, or I could, let's see, where is it? Now, I'm assuming that the sound worked, the desktop sound capture did actually work. If I turn this on, we'll find out. Da 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 da. Don Burton? We're gonna hit easy. Just to ask, is the music gonna get distracting, do you think? Because what I can do, I can turn off the music, and I can just turn on the game's music. I'll put it on stereo 3 actually. I have to wait for the game to actually work on itself. Ow. You can't hear the music? This is very retro music. Alright, so the goal of this stream is to build a town. Ah, where did it go? With all the amenities that I can't... That's already off to a good start. Oh. What happened there? Never mind. The game does that. It almost assumes to you that it's about to bug out or that kind of thing. Actually, no. Let me start that again. I want to try and be a bit more centered. Don Burton. Going to be roughly about here, maybe? Alright. Da, da. The music's so 8-bit into it. And down here is going to be a row of houses. Ah! Stop! Alright. So, I'm going to start the simulation. And what you want to do is you want to monitor a lot of things. So I'm just going to turn off music for now. So you have to monitor a few things. So you'll see the time. That's the time of in the actual game. So it's currently set to the year 1994, or December 1994, and then population that'll grow whenever you spawn a new house, because unlike SimCity, the houses are predefined. But the Sims in the house will randomly generate. You have to watch out though, because there are cases where it can either, depending on how many residents can live in a house at once, there will be an opportunity for to either be like adults and children, because you can get both in the Sims. So you get male, female, adult, children. There's scenarios where you can get 2 adults, 2 children, or maybe 3 adults and one child, depending on the houses in question. But you have to watch out though, because the children require education, so you need to have enough education facilities such as schools, and there has to be enough work facilities for the residents. It's this balancing act you have to kind of play with the games. So you have to have enough residents to fill jobs, and you need to have enough jobs to fill residents, fulfill residents even. So sort of balance that, and you'll notice this little rocker thing, little seesaw right here. That'll tell you how balanced the town actually is. So if I spawn my first house in here, I'm going to call this Street 1. If I put this house here, you already see that the scale is kind of onto one side, because there's literally more residents in this town than it is, places of work. But what I'm going to do first though is I'm going to actually just generate some, townspeople, and then what I'm planning to do is build the town so it's got all of the amenities that it would ever need, all the mod cons, all that lovely stuff, and then try to find equilibrium with residents versus places of work. So I'm just going to spawn those in. So you'll see the population build more and more and more as I add, more houses. I've just found out that these little houses are 2 people, which I thought there were more than that. But if you actually hold down on them, now the thing about the magnifying glass, it took me till this long to remember that when it comes to using the magnifying glass, you have to actually hold shift and then click on a house, and I can tell you who lives in that house and that sort of thing. I do remember though these houses have 4 residencies in them. I don't know why it's just suddenly went back to 2. But anyways, let me just go back up and then go along. Oh, this is as far as it's going to go? Ah, drats, that's going to be a bit of a bother. How far can I go this way? Aye. Oh well. I've got enough playfield for enough residences to, do stuff in, so I'm just going to add some more slots for housing, because we need to have enough housing for enough people. And let me just zoom back in here, because we need to. Alright. Honk. Yeah, I should have probably done it that way. That would have been a bit nicer if I did that. Let me just honk. And also, yes, this rubble appears when you knock buildings and you have to manually demolish that or build on top of it. You have to kind of like build on top of that, which is a bit annoying, but it does its job, I suppose. So you've got Street 1, you've got Street 2, and I might actually, on the second street, I might actually just, should I do that? Nah. This may cause problems later on when it comes to fires and such that might break out, because there are stuff you can disable, like disasters, which includes drought, earthquake, fire. And there's this eco villain, which I forget what that's supposed to do. I think it's similar to the monsters and stuff from SimCity. But I'm going to add many houses. Because what's a town without plenty of housing, eh? You can already see the town is starting to build with the amount of residents I have actually placed houses for. I do believe the other buildings, this little apartment block, has 4 to 6. Wow, I'm already up to 50. Booyah! Alright, so I'm going to turn the sound back on so there's not silence in the stream. And actually play a song. And yet the game does this, where the game will lag while we're trying to load a new song. Alright, so we have 80 residents. I'm offended at how much damage that is when we actually go to build a school. Okay, so let's just build our first school here. Actually, I'm going to do that actually. Because I like this. This looks nice to me. I'm a landscaper. Haha. Alright, so we can now play. So, what's going to happen is if there's any children in any of these houses, they're going to immediately accumulate, fill up the school. So there's 2 adults in this house. And if there's any employees to work there, they're going to accumulate in the house as well. Oh. And I do believe people who don't have work, they don't always leave the house. They might stay in the house sort of thing. Need a job. Alright, so if you hold down the shift for the magnifying glass, it'll tell you information about the building. So for instance, we can go to the school and find out if there's anyone's ever claimed the school yet. So there's a max of 5 employees per school, and I think there's a max of like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I think there's actually a bit more than that, but you know, there's a max of a bunch of students, so you might need to build more, you know, more than enough schools to actually accommodate all of the students. And of course, the more houses you build, the more chance there's going to be for students, and the more chance of students. Schools, businesses need staff. If they don't have any staff, the buildings start to decay and they go into ruin. If the people don't have any jobs, their houses go into ruin and become depressed, and that lowers your town score. And you don't want your residents getting depressed, do you? So I'm going to add a second school. This is going to be a sort of school district in this little area. Wah, wah, wah. I'm going to add this little schoolhouse here just to be a glutton for punishment. This is going to be another street. Now, there's more residents in this little tower block right here. There's 4. And every house has a pet, I think. So let's see. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. I think there's 20 students per school. You need a school. Okay, so this school's already maxed out with employees. schools, you need to have a mixture of students and employees. If you've got none of either, the school will deteriorate. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20. Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So yes, there's still more houses compared to commercial areas even. So for that, we're going to, well, I'm going to, go to High Street, and you'll notice the scale go completely in another direction when I do this. I'm going to try and wait for these people to move. Oh wait, I didn't notice I did that. No, never mind. Alright, so here are... Hang on, what does that say? Businesses. We'll start with the hardware store. I'm just going to build all the way along. And this entire area is just going to be a high street sort of thing. Oh, it might be a bit too far. Whoops. Got a little Chinese restaurant, why not? Grocery store, which I think I might actually put down here because it seems it might fit better, so. Oh, crash. Come on. I'm going to sort it down here. I do apologise for all that honking. But while I'm at it though, I might add some bike lanes. Right, so we've done this entire street right here, just need to add this. A toy factory. I wonder where I could put the toy factory. Damn it. I mean, I could just put it here, I suppose. Just trying to think, where can I put the town building? Maybe plop it here, I suppose? Community centre. Everything's starting to balance out now, but not where I want to go with it currently. A movie theatre. I put the movie theatre right next door to the thingy. Hang on. I want to put a road here actually. I want to put the zoo on a corner. Okay, so where do we want to put this? All right, so got the movie theater. We want to place the zoo here. And then maybe putting in the toy factory right next door to the toy factory right next door to the zoo. Office building. Let me put that next door to that. And then the TV studio. And who doesn't need a yeah, let me see. Come on, there we go. Who doesn't need a newsstand? Also, you see right here how the community, the residential and the community is just kind of like that now. So I've got more workspace than, you know, is capable of being filled. So I need to get on to dealing with that before things happen that causes problems. What I could do actually, I could demolish you. Could I put the bank here? Yep, that fits in like a glove. The gas station. Gas station go right next door to the zoo. Toy store. We've already got a bowling alley there. Or is that the arcade? Alright, so we need a post office. There we go, that also fits quite well. Police station. Very obscure police station, I will say. I do think I made the tin a bit too wide than it needed to be, but it works. Civic Centre, which I do believe that's maybe just like a church or something similar to a church. Oh. We wait for these people to move so I can build a new road. Where should I put the post office? Maybe put it here. I've already got a post office. Alright, I could put the Civic Centre here. Aha! So the town's got one of everything now, which is good. But what I need to do now is I need to actually equal out residential to, you know, that. So what I might actually do is I might actually put in a little trailer park. Actually, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to add some houses still. More of these contemporary houses. Victorian house. Hang on, what if Can I mention a trailer park? What if I put the trailer park here? I have big brain. Gee. I make this another street so I can put these little condos in. Or duplex in even. Very good. Looks very cozy. And then what I can do... Oh! And then maybe a haunted house, because why not? You would love that, wouldn't you, Panamera even, sorry? Hey! There's a little haunted house. Right. You love spookies? Okay. Okay, let's see. So. Another townhouse. Another apartment even. Come on! There we go. Aha! And then add some new townhouses down here. So if we've reached equilibrium now. Equilibrium. I can speak English, I think. Come on. Come on. Come on. Honk. Done. Oh! I mean that may be fine. We'll see how this bears when we get off it, because I'm assuming we've also added some additional children to this little town, so that'll need to be filled in. Da da da. What I could do actually, I could add a little water feature or something. Maybe some grass. Green grass. There you all get grass. I do apologise for all that honking that just happened there. I'm thinking I should have probably added a little pathway. Honk honk. Sorry. I should have added a little bike path for the trailer park. But that's that done. And I can add a tree. Make it look very fancy. And cozy. We now need to monitor this. This is our resources, so we can get an idea of how we're doing. So it says right here that, you know, the what do you call this guy? The guy who cuts all the trees. Our town needs more trees. Our sim needs food. Plant crops now. We need water pronto. You're doing a good job recycling garbage. Yay! Let us right, so that has replenished everything. There we go. So yeah, we have to keep an eye on this as well because, you know, all of the resources in the town, like water and food and that sort of stuff, is used by the town. So if a house falls into disrepair, you need to be able to provide those resources, essentially. Whoops. Oh, that's cute. All these little buildings actually have little surprises. Alright, so this block's all filled up. No employees at this time. Oh. Workers get all the overtime they want. School's lunch today is lasagna, peas, and chocolate milk. Store sells broken toys. Oh shit. Come on. Crime is high? Oh. You need a job. I do believe that over time, everyone in the town will try to get themselves a job and that sort of thing. So everything will sort of balance out in that way. So we can just let the game run for a little bit longer. And hopefully things will get it going. Did I just put have I got 2 civic places here? Huh? Tell you what, I will demolish these 2 and I'll just rebuild these. There we go. Jeff. Alright, so we need to add a new school. Because I do assume that there's a lot more kids this time. So I'm going to add a new school. Maybe add a new sort of like district. I'm going to make it all fancy. Actually, if I do it this way. Vaboosh. And then maybe add a little farm, maybe. What if we should add a little farmhouse? Is there a farmhouse option here? Come on. Okay, we can say this adobe house. No. Yeah, this little cottage. We could say this little cottage is responsible for the little farm we're about to build. And I can add a little bike lane to get to the school, because why not? Oh, shit. No worries, we can just fix that. Just fill in the void. You know, as you do. And then we can add a vegetable garden. And these crops will actually be eaten by the town. It's an additional resource of food as well. Come on. Alright. Let us go. No employees at this time. No employees at this time. I'm thinking an extra house. Which is a little bit weird because of this. What's... Maybe if I do that. There we go. Maybe just turn off the music and turn this back on. Well, I don't know what the heart is. Oh, was that a lag? Ah, good, good, good. Gyro. There's no employees at the school, which sucks. New hiring phase means better service for Sims. Digital display pumps, nice. Might add another trailer park, a little mini one here, cause why not? Just to see if we can even out, you know, employability and that sort of stuff. Ah, yes. There's a school who needs teachers. Ah, so you're a student. So you're unemployed. You need a skill, but there's only one here. Yeah, and this skills will fill up. So let's see the maximum. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23? Right, so these buildings, crime is low. There's a waiting list for office space. News anchor just got a new hairdo. Nice. What is Jodie doing? Where's Jodie? Oh, so in March 1995. Let's see if there's any progress. The residents here are unemployed. And why are they unemployed? Let's see. What if I demolish this house? Oh, I demolished too. Oops. Right, let's build this house here, right? We're going to load my own custom one. There we go. Why they also got around that area? That's annoying. Oh, hang on, hang on. And I've just realised I have a lot of lost frames, so if I'm lagging, I do apologise. So many people in this town, isn't it? I do wish this game had a night mode though, so you can actually just not worry about, you know, people being on your road. What are those people doing? That's what I want to know. You got this woman. Television anchor person. Why are these people walking in circles? What was she doing? Oh no, why? Why are these people always doing that? That's annoying. Ah. Da 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 da. We need teachers in this school. Still. Ah. Well, there goes the skill. Yeah, that's what happens if you've got no, no employees to fill a business. It just deteriorates and it will destroy itself. Houses can go the same way, but the residents won't move out. They'll move out until the house is demolished, or the event that the house goes on fire, because the risk of houses going on fire are increased if they go into disrepair. Too far. There's no way I'm going to be able to build a new house here because it's already been taken over by people, so I may as well just make it into a farm or something, I suppose. More crops equals more food for the residents. Or maybe a park. I have to go for a bit, I'll try to pop back in later, no worries. Thank you, I shall. I'm only going to be in for another hour anyway, so don't worry. But thanks for popping in though, I do appreciate it. Thanks for the company. The tap. Bob bob. Bob bob bob. Do not go there. Do not go there. I want to rebuild the school and see if that can attract more. Fingers crossed. Sounds like it's swearing. Oh, for God's sake, this stupid guy. Oops. Hmm. If I... Where do I put this then? I'll put that here. And I'll put that there. Ah! There we go. Very cozy little like caravan park little area. We need a teacher. We need teachers. But if I just bulldoze that one. Ah, yes. Poindexter. I feel like I'm feeling a little bit risky to add another big house. So I have more students for the school, also more potential. Ah, yes. Kermit, Kim, and Norman. And that's more kids but less adults. Good. More adults, less children, but you know, that's what I'm looking for, you know. There's a school that needs staff. If I can get at least one staffer in it, that would be good. Yes! Ooh, and only one gain of children. Da da da, whoa 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 whoa. Alright, we're going to see if these people manage to get a place in that school. That'll be an interesting little thing to seek. Andromeda? Advice. I have no advice on the forest at this time. You must add cropland. Cropland? I have no comment on the water level at this time. Recycling is unit written well in our time. Cough, gas. Please do something about this air. There we go. This school does not have SimCity Classic. I mean it's a good enough start. It's not completely balanced. For instance, there's more residential to community, and that's a little bit of an annoyance. Are these guys gonna get a job? I wonder if I need to wait a little bit longer. Oh no. Add another house here. Well, I think we've successfully reached equilibrium, if I can speak. We've got another student for the school. Hopefully that'll stop it from deteriorating any further and collapsing. Fingers crossed it doesn't collapse. What if, though, I just demolish it and rebuild it and see what that does? Go! I'm gonna let the game refill that skill and see what happens. We've got a full house when it comes to staff, so that's good. So we've got one mega newsstand staffer. What if we had a second newsstand? What will that do to the equilibrium of the town? Equilibrium! I said it right this time, yay! Is Madeline in school? Adriella. So Madeline's in school. Why? Do I have a burger joint? Well, that's a good show actually. I could add a burger place. Yeah, I don't have a burger place. Took me that long to figure that out. Where to put it? I'll put it down here actually. Give it its own little street. Alright. So we've gained another student for that school. Hopefully that will help its points go up. It's not deteriorated, is it? No. Alright, so Gerald has the job. Where's that Gerald? That's Ella. I like the traffic slow. Alright, so it's January 96. Culture supply seems adequate. Garden crops, we're recycling good quality, air is good. Alright. She not in school yet, slouch. Ella, Ella, get to school. Da da whoa 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 whoa. Right, so we take a closer look at the house. Why is that school starting to wither? Huh? What if... Make sure nobody steps on it. School. Where's the school? Add a new skill. Oh! Shh. You go. Who's there? There we go. Danny, Tinky, and John and Madeline. Young Sim's failing? Town's resource unsafe. Eco villain strikes. Uh-oh. Game crash? Well, there's your eco villain. That's him revealed. Did the game crash? He's not just an eco villain, he is also a game villain. He literally crashed my game. How could it? Alright. Alright. Well, seems the game's crashed. I didn't save it. Hooray for me! Maybe that was a game telling me something. So I'm going to end it here. So thanks for watching, Panormania. Thanks for being here, and anyone who watched these after the fact. I was looking at the stream, and I do believe there might be some issues with the stream lagging. Don't know what's going on with that. Because on one count it says that I'm almost 2 hours cutting it, but when I'm going through the slider bar, it's saying the stream's only 40 minutes long. I don't know if there's been a lot of lagging spikes and stuff going on in the stream. Everything looks fine now, for the most part. Don't know what's going on with that, but hey, that is what it is. The game's crashed, so I'm just going to just end it here, I suppose. So if you enjoyed the stream, and if you're watching this after the fact, I hope you enjoyed it, as I say. And if you did, please remember to like the stream. I make clips and stuff out, I don't know yet. But if you enjoyed this, I found this a little bit interesting. This is a part of the whole goal of the channel, is to explore some Sims games. Paul wasn't too explanatory, but with certain stuff I wasn't, getting too enthralled with the game. But hope you enjoyed me. I hope me playing this, and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Is that, still a thing I can ask? But as I say, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay safe, take care, and keep simming. Bye now.